Hello and good evening. Well, let's say good evening, good day, depending on the time zone, because we have officially launched Fuel Up Marketing nationwide and then really internationally, because I have friends and colleagues liking the page now from all over the country and actually in other countries as well. So thank you for liking this new page, this new brand. And I am the founder, Scott Mulvaney. For those of you who have followed other pages of mine or listened to the Live the Fuel podcast, yes, I am the founder and chief intrepid officer of Live the Fuel. That is the lifestyle brand and podcast for the past 4 or 5 years, Live the Fuel, which for that tagline of that brand, we fuel your health, business, and lifestyle. So I just want to go live tonight because I've been so busy. I want to at least put a new live video content up here to say, thank you for finding this page, liking it and following it and sharing future content to come. The reason why I decided to finally launch a separate new spinoff brand of Fuel Up Marketing is because, well, heck, I made myself go back to school in the early 2000s and finished a degree in, I have a bachelor's of science in marketing and psychology from DeSales University here in Center Valley, Pennsylvania. And then I gave it up and put it all behind me and moved west to fight wildfires with the federal government. That's right, left the whole business world behind, corporate life behind. And now I've since become an author, and there'll be a new book coming out called So You Want to Be a Hot Shot. That'll be going live here for 2021. So a lot's been happening. And it's funny, all the years later after firefighting, I come back and I started, picking up clients for sales and marketing strategy growth. And I finally decided, wait a minute, people are confused because Live the Fuel is more than just my business mindset. And we decided to finally spin off its own brand. And that's the point of this new page. The channels, YouTube, Facebook, etc., is it's more than just showing off clients. Yes, we already have clients. And but more importantly, I want to be able to push out new educational content. I have a lot of connections in the entrepreneurial space, the online business space, and it's not always about paid education. So stay tuned because the future content coming out on this page or this channel, whether you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, will be educationally focused. So you can follow Fuel Up Marketing on YouTube, you can follow it on Facebook, you can follow it on Instagram. But the point of my content moving forward is to share all the knowledge I've acquired and more. And yes, obviously, I'm here in my home studio, which is normally streaming for Live the Fuel. And if you can hear it over the microphone, our wonderful cancer surviving Calvin the Coonhound is my executive assistant. He's barking and howling in the other room because he's now 12 and a half years old. And this is what apparently he does after 8 p.m. He loses his shit. So I love it. It's hilarious. Years ago, I used to complain about it. Now I just go with it. He beat cancer. He's now a tripod running around on 3 legs at 12 and a half years old. I say, have at it. Anyway, again, ladies and gentlemen, I want to make this a long video, but again, I just want to say the purpose of Fuel Up Marketing is to help people, startup ideas, businesses, etc. It is to help fuel up and grow your brand. That's it. Now, branding can be defined in personal brands, professional brands. It does not matter. Either way, if you've already got a brand out there or you're considering launching something, maybe it's behind yourself as an author or as a podcaster, or you're trying to grow somebody else's brand or their brands. For example, I have a client, shout out to Vinny Tortorich with the very successful Fitness Confidential book and Fitness Confidential podcast. And that guy, he's now got lots of brands. Actually, here, I'm going to go ahead and just plug the crap out of him because I can thank him and his business partner, Andy Schreiber, for giving me a lot of new business. So, quick shout out. The first logo here is Sales Management Solutions. That's right. Jennifer Flodine from right here in Allentown, Pennsylvania. She's my numero uno client. Many years of her and I working together on sales strategies for the HVAC industry, indoor air quality. Anybody who follows me on Live the Fuel knows that I'm a big of health nut, and so that's important to me. But more importantly, outside of Sales Management Solutions, right there is Vinny Tortorich. So he's, for example, his own personal brand. He was the trainer to the stars, the celebrity fitness trainer, if you will, or once he started podcasting, the angriest trainer. And a few years later, over the past couple of years of us working together and other people on his team, we said, hey, why don't you just rebrand and go with Fitness Confidential? So you can find him on the Fitness Confidential podcast. You can buy his best-selling book, Fitness Confidential. That guy probably averages about 1 million downloads a month. He even guest stars on podcasts with the famous Dr. Drew Pinsky. He also famously gets around and hangs around with the famous comedian Adam Carolla, another hugely successful podcast show. So, but that aside, he is the trademark owner of NSNG, no sugar, no grains. For those people in the healthy ketogenic world, whether you're keto, ketogenic, low carb, LCHF, low carb, high fat, either way, he owns a trademark, NSNG, no sugar, no grains. And thanks to that success of him influencing not just the famous actors and actresses out there, but also hundreds, if not thousands of followers of him have lost weight, transformed their lives, all from just cutting excessive sugars and grains out of their lives and learning more about health and fitness. So that aside, quick history for you guys, because that's the point of this first video on this channel, is to educate on history. Again, after all the years of me tapping back into my sales and marketing experience, working with Jennifer of Sales Management Solutions, and then being a geek about online social media, because I'd be gone fighting wildfires and then come back to civilization, hop on the internet for a month or two. And this is back in 2010 and 2011, and just upload a ton of photos of all the firefighting and all the crazy adventures we were doing out west with the U.S. Forest Service. And obviously, shout out to all first responders, police, fire, wildland fire, military, et cetera, everybody who continues to serve as their career. I respect you all. I've only done it for 2 years and it changed my life. That's why there's a book coming out about it. So, but anyway, so Vinny and I was following Vinny as a podcast listener. And then I found out that he was getting ready to do a crowdfunding campaign to fund the movie here, The Yellow Square, Fat, a documentary, which crushed it, by the way, when we launched it last year. So anyway, I sent him some tips for crowdfunding because I'm a geek about Kickstarters and Indiegogos and supporting and launching small businesses or even big businesses, products and ideas. And I continue to fund new products all the time. I'm waiting for a new workout timer. I think it's called Time Bird or something off of Kickstarter. So I'm always investing in things like that. So I said, hey, here's some tips and tricks I know from the crowdfunding world. I've worked on a couple of campaigns myself. And the next thing you know, Vinny and his wife, Serena, they called me from the car and they said, hey, we need your help. We just started the crowdfunding campaign. This is, again, over a year ago. And we need help on Instagram and social media. And the next thing you know, we started working together. And long story short, Fat, a documentary, we crowdfunded that thing for probably a good $250,000. And he invested a lot of his own money in that as well. And that movie crushed it last year. It is still available to this day. We blew apart chart ratings on iTunes, YouTube. It's obviously free on Amazon Prime. It's so successful. So, and actually right now, I got to update these logos here. Fat, a Documentary 2, aka Fat 2, is already in pre-order on iTunes right now. So we're working on some new social media strategies for that. Some new artwork, et cetera, is going to be going up. We've already published a few posts to Vinny's feeds, as well as the movie distribution partner Gravitas Ventures. So the new brand will be a green color and it says Fat 2. And that movie will be launching live January 1st, 2021. So a lot of stuff to go. So anyway, I'm not even done all the brands yet. So then him and his business partner, Andy, they decided to, launch Pure Vitamin Club years ago. And I'm a customer and highly recommend it. Probably the cleanest, purest vitamins I've ever seen. My parents use it. I use it. Many other friends and colleagues use them. And then after that, they decided, well, we also love coffee. So why not we find out a brand called Pure Coffee Club? And again, another subscription model business, just like Pure Vitamin Club. I get my vitamins every 90 days with 90-day supply. I get my coffee every single month because I'm a coffee nut. And I just had a double batch show up because we're working from home more right now during this COVID transition. And then this past year, they said, well, let's not stop there. Let's come out with something like nut butters and launch NSNG Foods. That's right. The trademark NSNG is now a food company. No sugar, no grains. And they relaunched these nut butters, ultra fat. I'll stop the screen share in a second. But anyway, quick shout out to my wife's company, All Points Equine. Her and her business partner, Tara, run an amazing equine veterinary clinic business, mobile for focusing on horse farms. They do a lot of great things, and I'm honored and always dumbfounded by the things she can do as an amazing doctor for animals. So anyway, I'll stop screen sharing because that's going to be a bunch of stuff changing. We're working on a whole new website for Fuel Up Marketing. Right now, that's a landing page over at livethefuel.com that fuelupmarketing.com is directing to while the site is being built. But anyway, quick shout out to NSNG Foods. This is their super healthy nut butters. I get this stuff delivered every single month as well. So I'm not just a guy being paid by these businesses. I literally actually buy all the products. I don't get anything sent for free. I believe in investing in other businesses. I believe in being a real consumer. So anyway, love this stuff. Probably the cleanest, nicest almond butters on the market, and they're infused with the ultra salt electrolyte product that Pure Vitamin Club mixes in. So they got all kinds of cross-functional benefits going on. And then pretty soon there's gonna be a new logo being added. We're working on some new graphics for the social media pages and everything, because I just got off half an hour ago. I just got off a negotiation with another new client, thanks to Pure Vitamin Club giving me a shout out, and Annie Schreiber hooked me up with a referral. So there'll be a new business coming soon. They're known as Do Only Good, certified pet nutrition. So out of California, love what they're standing for. I'm a huge health and fitness nut. So as you could tell, many of the brands that we're working with now are around health and fitness, whether, again, up until this point, human based, but now going to do some canine love too. It probably helps them. My wife's a veterinary doctor as well. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, just want to say again, thanks again for liking and following Fuel Up Marketing. There's a lot going on. If you or colleagues need any help, stay tuned, because I'll be posting live content all the time moving forward for Facebook as well as YouTube, and getting out education that I learned from consistently from other colleagues in this industry, other events that I'm constantly attending online. Shout out to a great podcast, Social Media Marketing World. There's a great resource for y'all if you want to keep staying educated. But if I can give you one big tip as a takeaway, if you're looking to grow or build better engagement on your social media channels, whether it be Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, etc., even the professional platform, LinkedIn, you have to be consistent. So get creative, get real, get transparent, but be consistent. If you're only going to do it monthly, then at least do it every month. If you're going to do it biweekly, then stay consistent every biweekly, daily, weekly, etc. Figure it out, get a strategy together. That's my niche that I bring to my clients. I do have a couple of VAs working for me, so we do have a team nowadays. But long story short, it's all about strategy and execution. And if that's what you want to learn from, or you have other people you think are going to benefit from what I just shared with you, please continue to like and invite people to like this page. Follow us on YouTube. And again, thanks for supporting this. I'm so excited to be launching another brand. And admittedly, I would tell you guys that it's kind of exciting being able to create brands that are all interlinked with each other. I'm going to share another little tip for you real quick. I love this platform. Many designers I work with use it. It's called Canva. So if you're already using Canva, highly recommend it. But here's a fun graphic, because here's some more history, right? So Live the Fuel, health, business, and lifestyle. That's the foundation. I created my first LLC called Fuel Enterprises. It DBAs as Live the Fuel. That's really where everything started. And then last year, I launched my nonprofit arm. We now have our own 501c3 charity. That's called Fuel Foundations, and obviously Fire Plus Fire. And now the trifecta is complete with Fuel Up Marketing. So as you could tell, thanks to firefighting influencing my life, that's just how it's influencing my brands. And now we've got a trifecta of different ways to fire you up, or in this case, fuel you up when it comes to marketing. So that's just some fun things I'm doing. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for spreading the good word, and stay tuned. A lot of new educational content to come. All right. Have a great night. I got more work to do. And again, if you need to reach me with as far as Fuel Up Marketing, you can just email us at growth@fuelupmarketing.com. If you need any nonprofit education, feel free to reach out to fuelup@fuelfoundations.org. And if it's podcasting related, you can still reach me, scott@livethefuel.com. But if you're looking to share a potential person to come on the show, or an influencer, et cetera, please email my team they have to follow all the protocols I've laid out. That is podcast@livethefuel.com. Lots happening, ladies and gentlemen. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for tuning in, and have a great night, and take care, be healthy, and please do good things for your fellow man. Thanks. Take care.